Pineapples aren't just tropical treats. They're incredibly nutritious, loaded with vitamin C, antioxidants, and digestion-boosting enzymes. But let's face it, as healthy as they are, many people avoid buying fresh pineapple because of one thing: the tough, spiky skin and the mess it creates during prep. Cutting a pineapple can feel like a hassle, but not anymore. In this video, I'll show you a fast, simple, and stress-free way to cut a pineapple like a pro with no wasted fruit, no sticky mess. Watch till the end and you'll never look at pineapple prep the same way again. Let's start by giving our pineapple a good wash under clean running water. Even though we're not eating the skin, it's still important to wash off any dust, dirt, or surface contaminants, especially since we'll be handling the fruit right after. Because pineapple skin is tough and textured, don't be afraid to give it a light scrub with your hands or a clean brush. This helps ensure it's clean before we start cutting. Now, place your washed pineapple on a cutting board, and we're ready to begin. First, lay the pineapple on its side and slice off the top leafy crown and the base. Then, stand the pineapple upright. Carefully slice it straight down the middle into 2 halves. We'll be working with just 1 half for this cutting method. Now look closely. You'll notice the pineapple has natural lines, or rows, running down the skin. These rows make perfect cutting guides. Choose the direction where the rows are most visible and start slicing along those lines to create evenly sized wedges. Once you've finished cutting in one direction, rotate the half and slice the other way to form bite-sized chunks. You can now easily transfer the pieces onto a plate, and it's ready to serve. A fast, mess-free way to cut and serve pineapple that takes less than a minute. No sticky hands, no wasted fruit, just juicy, delicious pineapple on your plate. Where are you watching me from? Let me know in the comments. If you're enjoying this video and will love to see more helpful tips like this, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss anything I upload. Now let's move on to the second cutting method. This one's perfect for wowing your guests at brunch, parties, or even a tropical fruit platter. Start with half of a pineapple and place it flat side down on your cutting board. First, carefully trim a thin slice off the back of the pineapple. This creates a stable base so it doesn't roll while you work. And most importantly, do not peel off all the skin just yet. Now make 2 shallow cuts along each side of the core. This will make it easier to shape the fruit later on. Next, turn the pineapple upright and begin to peel off the remaining skin. But do it strategically. Make sure the pineapple's eyes, those little dark spots, are still visible after peeling. Now comes the fun part. Using your knife, carefully cut shallow diagonal trenches to remove the eyes in a straight pattern. This technique creates that classic pineapple design, a signature look that screams fresh and fancy. Once all the eyes are removed, lay the pineapple flat and slice it thinly from top to bottom. Each slice will have a floral or butterfly-like shape that looks delicate and beautiful. Most people complain of an itchy sensation in their mouth when they consume pineapples. Pineapple contains bromelain, a protein-digesting enzyme, and it's also acidic. These 2 factors can irritate the mouth and cause a stinging or itchy sensation. To reduce the itchy sensation from eating pineapple, try cooking it. Cooking pineapple, whether by grilling, roasting, or blanching, deactivates the enzyme bromelain, making it less likely to cause irritation. Consuming pineapple with dairy like yogurt or ice cream can also help because the proteins in the dairy can bind with the bromelain, reducing its effect on your mouth. Additionally, the dairy can help neutralize the acidity. Now let's move on to the third method, a fun and functional boat-style cut that's perfect for entertaining guests or elevating your fruit presentation. We'll be working with half of a pineapple for this method. Start by slicing the half into 4 long wedges, cutting from top to bottom. Next, take one of those wedges and gently remove the core. If you're serving guests, it's best to take it out for a softer bite. But if it's just for you, feel free to leave it in and enjoy it. Remember, the core is rich in bromelain, a powerful enzyme that supports digestion and reduces inflammation. I talked more about this in a previous video, so I'll link that above if you haven't seen it yet. Now back to our pineapple boat. Take your knife and carefully separate the fruit from the skin, making sure you avoid cutting too deep into the skin or including any eyes. Then, with the fruit still resting inside the peel, slice it into bite-sized pieces. Here's the magic part. Gently push the ends of the fruit outward with your fingers. The pieces fan out beautifully, creating that signature boat-like shape, which is super eye-catching and super easy to eat. Place each boat on your serving plate, add a few toothpicks or mini forks, and that's it. You've got a clean, creative way to serve pineapple with no mess and maximum style. All right, here's the fourth method, and this one's especially fun if you have kids around. I call them pineapple lollipops. We'll be using half of a pineapple again for this style. Start by cutting the half into quarters, then take one of those pieces and remove the tough core, especially if you're serving these to little ones. Next, carefully separate the fruit from the skin using your knife. Make sure you avoid the outer edge with the eyes, so your lollipops are smooth and pleasant to bite into. Now for the fun part, insert wooden skewers or food-safe sticks into each piece of pineapple. And just like that, you've got fruity lollipops that are easy to hold, mess-free, and super fun to eat. Kids especially love this design, but honestly, so do adults. It's playful, portable, and perfect for parties, lunchboxes, or healthy summer snacks. I'd love to know what you think once you try this. Drop a comment below and tell me how it goes. And now for our fifth pineapple cutting method. Simple, practical, and perfect for stir-fries, snacking, or meal prepping. We'll be using half a pineapple again for this one. Start by cutting your half into quarters. Then take one of those quarters and remove the tough central core, especially if you're serving this to kids or guests. Next, carefully separate the fruit from the skin, making sure to cut just above the eyes so they don't end up in your serving pieces. Now, slice the fruit into uniform, bite-sized chunks. These are just the right size for tossing into a stir-fry, adding to a rice bowl, or simply serving fresh on a plate. Once cut, transfer the pieces to your plate or lunchbox. They're easy to eat with a toothpick or fork, and kids love how fun and juicy they are. Now, a bonus nutrition tip. Pineapple is more than just delicious. When eaten with or after a meal, the natural enzyme bromelain helps break down proteins, supporting digestion, and even reducing bloating. So don't forget to serve your family a little pineapple regularly. It's a sweet treat with real benefits. And there you have it. 5 easy, creative, and stress-free ways to cut and serve pineapple like a pro. Whether you're prepping for guests, packing a snack for your kids, or just treating yourself, there's a style here for every occasion. From pineapple boats to tropical lollipops, you'll never look at cutting pineapple the same way again. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who loves pineapple, and don't forget to subscribe for more smart and simple food tips. Which cutting method will you try first? Or do you have a favorite way of your own? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.